Hello everyone and Assalamu alaikum. This is Introduction to Psychology Part 2 by Dear Knowledge. Okay, so we are learning about the emotions in Chapter 2 and we have started the Chapter 2. We are learning about emotion and we have learned lots of things about emotion. We have covered lots of topics. So if you have missed any of the previous lecture, I have given all the links in the description section, as well as you can visit the playlist section where you will find all the previous lectures compiled in a single playlist according to the chapters. So I have compiled all the lectures, all the parts of each chapter according to the chapters in a single playlist for your ease. So you can visit the playlist section as well. You can visit the video section of this channel where you will find lots of previous chapters and parts, videos on lots of previous lectures. If you have missed any of the previous part, any of the previous lecture, all the lectures are present on our YouTube channel. You can also visit the website of the Dear Knowledge, dearknowledge.com, where you will find lots of previous lectures, and you can also access the slides. If you want the slide of this video, you can visit our website where you will get all these slides easily. So in this video, we will be learning about theories of emotion. So we have covered lots of theories of emotions, and this is going to be a quick recap, and I'm going to tell you what we have covered so far and what we will be learning with theory, we will be discussing in this video. So far we have covered the common sense theory of emotion in the part in the part 10. Yes, in the part 10. And then we learn about the Jamslang theory of emotion. After that, we learn about the Cannon-Watt theory of emotion. And after that, we learn about the Scatter's cognitive arousal theory of emotion. And after that, we learned about the facial feedback theory. And in the facial feedback theory, we also had a quick recap on the facial expression and the facial feedback hypothesis. And I told you a little bit difference between the facial feedback hypothesis and facial feedback theory. This is a slight difference. Facial feedback hypothesis is a hypothesis and theory is a theory. And that is the main difference, which we have discussed in great detail in the previous lectures. If you have missed that video, I've given the link in the description section as well. In case if any of the link is missing, do let me know in the comment section. Now in this video, we will be learning about Lazarus cognitive mediational theory. So this is going to be the chapter 2, part 14, Lazarus cognitive mediational theory. So let's start with Lazarus cognitive mediational theory. Okay, so Richard Lazarus attempts to explain how how cognition, stress, and emotion are interrelated to one another through the cognitive mediational theory of emotion. And his theory focuses on the role of what he called appraisal. Now, appraisal is basically, it is defined, or in this theory of appraisal is defined as the tendency of the human mind to create an automatic assessment of any type of given situation. So such kind of assessment are often done within the subconsciousness, helping each person understand what a specific situation means to them. So should there be a perception of emotion or arousal, then the cognitive appraisal of that situation creates the physical reaction that is based on the automatic perception. So for example, if you hear any kind of blast, for example, so the cognitive mediational theory of emotion says, or according to the cognitive mediational theory, there could be several physiological responses that are initiated. So a person might feel his pulse rate speed up, or he might feel more energetic because of a release of adrenaline, and he might automatically duck down to the ground to avoid potential harm. So the body might begin to tremble. So in order to understand the blast and this whole scenario more detailed, I have given a link in the comment section as well, in the description section as well. You can also find the video in the eye icon that will appear in the top of this video. I have uploaded a video, a lecture on stimulus detection theory. You can watch that as well. That's very, very informative. You can watch that video too. So, and such cases are also being discussed here. We're going to be discussing such kind of cases over here as well. So, according to Lazarus, the physiological reaction that an internal stimulus can cause is based on the personal meanings, which we also call as perception that the individual has to it. And for some people, the sound of a blast is an immediate emergency, and this creates feelings of fear because there is an imminent to protect one's life. So this creates a rapid heart rate, the adrenaline surge, and other physical reactions that are associated with the feelings being experienced. So far we are discussing about the snarling dog as an example in any theory of emotion, and we will continue the same example because it will help us understand the theory very easily. And yet we have discussed about just a brief introduction of the Lazarus theory. Now we will take the example of a snarling dog, just like we have taken the same example in the previous videos, in the previous lectures, in the Jansline theory and Canberra theory. So in this video we will also take the example of a snarling dog in the Lazarus theory. So in Lazarus' cognitive mediational theory of emotion, a stimulus, for example, a snarling dog causes, or any kind of stimulus causes an immediate appraisal. We have already discussed that. For example, let's take the example of that snarling dog, which is not behind the fence and which is in your way when you were walking. So the snarling dog is dangerous at that time. So the cognitive appraisal results in an emotional response, which is then followed by the appropriate bodily response. So if you look at the picture right here, the same example is snarling dog, and according to Lazarus' cognitive mediational theory, the first response in this matter will be the appraisal of the threat, and then it will be followed by the fear, and after that the bodily response will occur, which will be our second response. So this is what Lazarus is saying. The first response will be the appraisal of the threat, which will cause a fear, which is formation of emotion, which is conscious fear, and after that the bodily response will occur. The bodily response is going to be the second response. So within any type of environment, Richard Lazarus proposed that every person went through a 5-step process whenever they encountered a stressful trigger. Although the mind would be reacting through the emotions of that moment, each person would also be using a perception filter in order to create a meaningful appraisal of what is happening and what should be done. So you can see right here on the screen there are 5 stages of the cognitive mediational theory and what to expect in each stage. So in stage 1, that is the primary appraisal. In stage 2, it is going to be the secondary appraisal. Stage 3 is the stress. Stage 4 is the coping skills. Stage 5 is the reappraisal. So we're going to discuss each stage one by one. So let's start with the stage 1, primary appraisal. Now in this stage, an individual encounters a stimulus and analyzes it, and such kind of stimulus can either be positive or negative. It can be dangerous or it can be useless or irrelevant. So positive and irrelevant or positive and negative stimulus immediately and at the stage of emotion that are encountered. So if a stimulus is appraised as being dangerous, then it will be analyzed to see if it is a challenge, a threat, and if harm might occur. Now let's come to the stage 2. Stage 2 is secondary appraisal. Now, if a situation is deemed to be dangerous, an individual determines if they have enough resources to deal with the situation. If there are enough resources, then this will end the progressive stage of emotion. And if there are insufficient resources, then individual will progress to the next stage, which is going to be the stage 3, stress. And according to stage 3 stress, a lack of resources create stress. And this trigger then creates an emotional response that creates physiological symptoms, and a person will remain at this stage until they are willing or able to begin working towards overcoming the stress they are experiencing. Then there comes the stage 4, which is the coping skills. There are basically 2 methods of coping that an individual can use to deal with the stress. The first method is the problem-focused coping, and the second one is the emotionally focused coping. So problem-focused coping looks to change the situation. So if a blast is heard, the person could run away from that situation, so that can be someplace safer. So that person can run to a place that is more safer than than he was standing in a place that was not safe, according to him. And emotionally focused coping will look to change the relation to the situation being experienced. For example, a person might calm down if they realize that the blast sound was because of the tire that burst, or any minor balloon that just blast. So that will be emotionally focused coping, and a person will try to change a person will look to change the relation to the situation being experienced. Then there comes the last stage, which is going to be stage 5, reappraisal. Once stress has been removed, an individual will then reappraise their current situation, and if it is still dangerous, then these stages will repeat themselves, and if not, then the individual learns from the events so that the reaction can be more efficient in the future. Okay, so these were all about the 5 stages. Let's talk about the hope and gratitude in the mediational theory of emotion. Now, Richard Lazarus often worked on topics like gratitude and hope, and Richard Lazarus believed that people could cope with stressful events by creating new circumstances for themselves, and instead of trying to take a realistic approach, Lazarus discovered that such people who denied their situation and the people who told themselves that everything would work out for the best would typically do better. And Lazarus also found that stress had less to do with a situation and more to do with their physical resources. So by understanding our emotion, we can understand how we react to stress. Then we can handle that stress effectively. That's the foundation of cognitive mediational theory of emotion. Okay, so here the Lazarus cognitive mediational theory is completed, and we're gonna just do a little bit comparison and a little bit quick recap of the previous lecture. So the next video is going to be a short summary on the theories of emotion, what we have learned so far. It's going to be very short theory, so if you want to clear your concept, don't miss that chance. Stay connected with me. So do let me know in the comment section with which theory of emotion you agree the most, and which theory of emotion you think that it doesn't match with the real life examples. So do share your views with me, and I'm gonna be happy to know if you also share the comparison of the theories of emotion with me as well. And okay, let's see. We have covered the common sense theory of emotion, we have covered the James-Lange theory of emotion and a Cannon-Barth theory of emotion, and we have learned about the Scatter's cognitive arousal theory of emotion, and after that we learned about the facial feedback theory, and in this video we have successfully completed the Lazarus cognitive mediational theory. So I'll be waiting for your responses as well in the comment section. Do let me know about what do you think about each and every single theory. Which theory do you like the most, and which theory do you think matched with your real life example? So do share your views, do share your opinions with me. You can share any interesting examples with me in the comment section as well. So this was all about today's video. If your concept is clear, you can like the video, and if there was any point that was a bit confusing, you can ask me in the comment section and we'll be happy to help you out. And our other viewers who watch this lecture, they will also help you in the comment section as well. So the comment section is basically a place where we can carry out the discussion. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe to our channel, click on the bell icon so you will never ever miss any notification. You can also share the link of this channel, share the link of our videos with your family members and friends, because sharing is caring. Until then, Allah Hafiz.